Welcome to Watch and Learn this week. Johnny and I are so excited. We get to introduce a brand new product, and not just a brand new product, right, Johnny?
Right, our newest machine to the Handi Quilter family.
Yes, meet the Moxie.
This is such a fun machine. We've been able to watch this as it's been designed downstairs.
Yep.
I remember the first time one of the engineers came and got me and took me out to the warehouse and said, "This machine is stitching, come check it out." It's really been exciting here at Handi Quilter to watch this come to fruition.
It has been, and it's been so much fun to get to test stitch on it and play with it. We love this machine. We've had so much fun with it.
Right.
So let's talk about some of the fun features of the Moxie, Johnny.
Okay, so we have a 15-inch throat space, right?
Awesome.
1,800 stitches per minute.
Which is awesome.
Which is great.
You can stitch so fast on this.
Yep.
And what's the other awesome new thing that comes with the Moxie?
This new table, the HQ Loft frame.
Right. And it is a little different than our other frames. You'll notice one big thing is we don't have the table in the back because you don't need it, really.
Right.
Totally. It also comes in a different length than we've ever sold a table in, doesn't it?
Yeah, this comes in 8 foot.
8 foot.
An 8-foot frame.
So it is going to fit really easily in those smaller spaces, which is awesome.
Right.
But
it is available in 10 foot as well.
yeah,
right?
You can actually buy an extension to make it 10 foot, which means you can do quilts that are up to like 104, 108.
Yeah.
Somewhere right in there. So you can still do those big quilts on it. But let's talk some more about Moxie. So loft frame, awesome, Moxie. What are some of the other great new features on the Moxie, John?
We have a new tiny little screen.
Yep.
And it is not touchscreen, but has new technology. And you use the handlebars to maneuver back and forth between the screens.
Cool.
And we'll show more about that on video.
Yeah. We've got some great videos that are going to be launching soon about how to use the Moxie, all that great information.
Yeah.
And it's really easy to use. It's simple. It's it's not a touch screen. The screen has cute little icons on it.
Right,
which
full
I really
color
like.
screen.
Full color screen, and you select things by using the buttons on the handlebars, right, Johnny?
It's very easy to use, very intuitive.
Yeah.
When I first heard about it, I kind of thought, well, that worked okay. I was a little questioned a bit.
Yeah.
But just in using it, it's really intuitive. It works out really well.
It's really easy to use, isn't it?
Yeah.
And how cute is this machine?
It's super cute. I love the colors.
I do too.
My favorite color, lime green.
I know, love it, love it. It's so fun to see a machine with that little pop of color, and also the fun
Decal.
the decal.
The logo.
The
cute
logo, that's what I'm trying to say, the logo here. So fun.
Okay, so let's talk about the feet.
Let's do.
This comes with the standard Handi Quilter feet, so any of the Handi Quilter feet that we currently make, except for the felting foot.
Awesome.
All of those can be used with this machine, so it's interchangeable.
Awesome, so I can use the glide foot, the sure foot, the couching feet, the echo feet, the stipple foot,
square foot,
the square foot. I can use
them.
all those on here.
Yeah.
Awesome, I love that. And it does come, it comes with 2 feet, right?
Yeah.
It comes with our, what we call our ruler foot or our hopping foot, and it comes with an open toe foot.
Yes.
Which is really great for
stippling, free motion to see what you're quilting.
Exactly, micro quilting, any of those kind of things. It just lets you see that needle a little bit easier, right?
So let's talk about the person who's making the leap to a long arm.
Yeah,
we really wanted this machine to be right there to the person who's thinking about long arm, who's been eyeing one for a while, and this be able to get them into, I kind of call it the gateway drug to long arm quilting. Because if you've been thinking about it, this is the perfect machine and the perfect price point for that.
It totally is. It totally is. And this machine, especially where it comes on the 8-foot frame, it's going to fit easily into, like I said, those smaller spaces, which is really great. Yeah. And there's another really cool thing. We have partnered with an app that's called Built. And I'm going to grab my cell phone here. I want to show you guys this.
Yeah, show them that.
So the instructions, of course, we have a well-written manual that shows how to put everything together, the frame and the machine. But we actually have an app. It's called Built. We've partnered with them. And you can go in here and it's got the instructions that show you how to put this together. And it's really cool. If I click this start button, first of all, it gives you a clear this first page here tells you how many people it's going to take to do it, how long it's going to take, how many steps, the parts list. And when I click start, it goes and it actually walks me through how to do this. And I can hit pause, I can move forward, or I can move backward in the process. And it is super cool. Plus, one of the other things I really love about this is I can actually take it when it's in here and just using my finger, look at this, I'm turning it 360 degrees so I can see what is being explained for me to do from all angles.
Right.
It's such an awesome use of technology, isn't it?
That is amazing. That app has been so fun to go through and see how the instructions on that app. It's amazing. Yeah,
it's really cool. And Johnny and I both have been able to kind of play around with that a little bit, haven't we?
So if you buy this machine, it does come with full dealer support.
Yes.
And if you don't have a dealer nearby or you have it delivered to your house, you can set this frame up by yourself with that Built app. That's what that is designed for.
It's a great added bonus for this, absolutely. Let's talk about some of the other cool things that come with this machine. We have made what we call our How to Quilt kit. And this is special just for Moxie, right, Johnny?
Yeah.
And this kit comes with a yard of the Handi Quilter gridded fabric. And then it also comes with instructions, a box of pins, a thread sampler pack, and a channel lock. It's everything you need to get started. And Johnny and I actually helped develop this. The whole education team worked on this. And I just want to show you a couple of things here. So when you pull out this paper, you've actually got a document here that gets you started on stitching. And we show you how to follow some stitch paths, how to stitch, just get you started on your long arm journey. And you know, I think it'd be fun. Should we stitch out some of these patterns right now?
Yeah.
Why don't you grab it? Why don't you grab the machine and let's go for that.
I did see a question about someone asked about stitch regulation.
Yes.
It has the same stitch regulation as all the other machines.
Exactly. So it has precision and cruise. And look at Johnny go.
I'm going to do some E's and L's.
Very nice.
That's one of the first things we teach.
And this machine is so smooth when it stitches. And it's just light and fun to stitch with, isn't it, Johnny?
It definitely is.
Oh my gosh, those E's and L's look so great. I love that.
E's and L's.
E's and L's, that's how we get started. You're just practicing, it's like writing in cursive, right? It's that smooth, free motion. So,
I think I did about as good as that, so yeah I'm doing okay.
I think it looks great. I think it looks totally great. I think your stitching matches up there.
Right.
So our next one is just a basic stipple. You want to do some stipple for us, John?
I'd love to.
Okay.
I kind of started out with that, but...
That's okay.
Oh, that was a loop.
That's okay. Stipple. So stipple is like a meander. We just are filling in that space, but we're not letting the lines touch or cross over each other.
Unless you want to.
Unless you want to. So
you
Johnny,
can be the boss of your own quilt, is what we always say here.
Exactly.
Now I'm going to make them cross over.
Oh, I love it with the loops. That's actually one of my favorite designs to just like get in the zone and quilt.
Right. And then in this example, we have moving on to stars.
Yes.
That's one of my favorites as well.
It is. Adding that star in. This reminds me of like doodling in junior high, right? In the notebook. Just like follow that line. But the trick is you don't ever want to pick up your pencil. Just keep that smooth line going. I love it, Johnny.
I'm going to start over here.
It's so
Give us
fun.
a new spot.
You want to do a new spot?
Well, no, I just want to get fresh over there.
Okay, awesome. Oh, Johnny, it looks so great.
We also were kind of talking about, we wanted to mention like when we our first long arm, I guess, right?
Yes.
So I remember the first time I saw a long arm machine, it was in a quilt shop, and I was just amazed. My grandma tied quilts, and I didn't love the yarn ties on those. And first time I saw a long arm, I was like, I love that. I love the opportunity to, the option to make a smooth quilted quilt without the tying. And I knew I wanted one. I knew that I wanted one. So the option of getting something like this on the marketplace is so amazing.
Yeah, it really is. I know I started out, like I'm sure a lot of you have, I figured out that I could either quilt my own quilts or I could pay somebody to quilt them and not be able to buy as much fabric.
Right.
So I opted to quilt my own quilts on my home sewing machine, which it's a great option, but it can be a lot of work. Of course, the first one I quilted was a queen size quilt through that little tiny throat space. And I remember being down on the floor and basting it and doing all of that stuff. And for me, I look at this machine and I'm like, oh my gosh, I would never have to baste again, ever.
No more basting.
No more basting.
Get off your hands and knees. That's what I...
Get up off the floor.
Get off the floor.
You can
That's
roll
the
everything.
main message for this machine.
Yes.
Get off the floor.
Never baste again. So I absolutely love that the Moxie is just opening that up for so many people. They're going to have an opportunity to give long arming a try. Make a leap to the long arm, right, Johnny?
Make a leap, yep.
Yep. Let's talk about one other really fun thing that comes with the Moxie. This is a sheet of decals, and these decals, aren't they cute? We have the best graphic designers here, don't we? They come up with the cutest things, and these decals are so much fun. If you notice here, we've got one that says quilt top, and we have one that says backing. And what are these for, Johnny?
These are for the end of your machine. You can put them on the poles.
On the frame.
Or on the frame.
Yeah.
And to show you which pole is for which. So which pole you're using for the backing, which pole you're using for the top.
And you'll notice it's got a nice big arrow right there. So you'll never
Right.
roll it in the wrong direction again. Exactly. Johnny's famous.
My dance. Yeah, do the dance.
Do the dance. But how much fun are those? And then we've got all these other fun decals that you can decorate your Moxie with. You could trick out your frame, have a little fun, making it look even cuter than it already is.
And I love those colors too.
I know, I do too. You'll notice that these colors actually follow the colors in the Moxie logo here. They have that gradation. They just look so awesome. So yeah, I'm really excited about these. I think I might actually have to snag a sheet of these for my machine at home.
Same.
Put a little decoration on it. Right. So these are way fun. Let's talk about some of the other accessories that we can add here. So what if I'm getting this machine because I want to do pantographs from the back? Can we do that?
Yeah, we do have the optional quilt from the back kick.
Okay.
You mentioned that there wasn't a tabletop on this. That's why we wanted to just give it to you for exactly what you need. Yeah, exactly. So for the quilt for the back kit, it will add that tabletop and then rear handlebars and a rear laser. So it's set up for that rear laser that comes with that quilt from the back kit.
Exactly. And if you want to do groovy boards, you'd be able to do groovy boards on this too, right? And be able to purchase that stylus so that you could do groovy boards. So you can totally do that quilting from the back. Can I use rulers with this machine?
Absolutely. We can use a ruler foot, and it has a ruler base that's optional as well.
Okay. And you just add that, pop it on there. It actually, the ruler base, a little different from our other machines. This ruler base comes with the little knobs that screw in on the side. So there's a little bit of assembly that goes along with it, right? A tiny bit. You got to screw in 4 screws, and then you can just pop that ruler base onto Moxie, and then you've got that nice surface to be able to put your, keep your rulers where they need to be and be safe while you're stitching, right?
Yes. Also, we mentioned this comes standard as an 8-foot tape frame. But you can buy a 2-foot extension and make it a 10-foot frame.
A 10-foot frame.
And there are people that have asked, can I make it a 6-foot frame? Yes. You could buy the 10-foot extension and then make it down to 6.
And
that has been asked.
That has been asked, and there's the answer. So yes, you can do that. It's a great versatile frame.
It is. Should we talk about some of these quilts behind us?
We should. So let's talk about actually what was the reason why these quilts were made.
Yes, so these are for a future Handi Quilter booth to show off the Moxie. And a few of us were commissioned, some of our educators, and then Kim and I both made a quilt. So we want to show those off a little bit. Let's start with yours, Kim.
Okay, let's pull my quilt out here.
It's amazing.
It was fun. So we were given the colors of fabric that are found in the logo. You'll notice we've got those there. And Johnny's a little taller than I am, so.
I was just trying to show that through the lights there.
So we were also given, as a point of reference, the graphics of the packaging for the Moxie box that it is being shipped in. And Johnny, isn't it a cool box?
It's so cute. There's stacks of them downstairs in the warehouse, and it's really a cute box.
It's a really cute.
I wanted to show it. I forgot I was going to bring one up, but
we'll so I took that idea, and there's a lot of flying geese on there, and that's what I used to create this. I had seen some pictures of quilts with kind of this curving. This curve here, and I've really been into paper piecing lately, so I paper pieced some geese here, flying geese, and then created these. And I had a lot of fun. I used mostly rulers and then channel locks to quilt this quilt. It's just a few basic designs repeating over and over again. And I had a lot of fun. My daughter helped me with this, and she loved that the name Moxie starts with an M because my daughter's name is Maya, so she thought it was really cool. So she's like, Mom, we got to do a name with an M. So we called this the Moxie Maelstrom. Maelstrom meaning like a spiral, or like a storm. Yeah. So this is my Moxie Maelstrom quilt.
So you mentioned Moxie. Tell us, what's the meaning of Moxie again?
So Moxie is, it was a slang term from like the 1930s and 40s, and it means somebody who has like a lot of spunk or gumption. Somebody who is courageous and likes to try new things and has a lot of courage. And we thought, oh, that's such a fun, bright name.
It is.
We love it.
Gumption. I love that word, gumption.
And this is Johnny's quilt.
This is my version.
Yes.
So I got the original color palette, and I was like, I've been really kind of fascinated with this design. I made another quilt with this kind of same pattern, but I wanted to try one in those Moxie color gradations. And I just used all rulers on this. The quilting is all rulers, so something could easily be done on the Moxie.
Absolutely.
And I just had so much fun with it. It was really fun to do.
I love how your use of color here really pulls your eye, like in and out, in and out. It creates a lot of movement, and you're perfectly pieced little.
Oh.
It looks awesome.
It took a few tries to get that one right, I'll tell you, I'll be honest.
That's okay. That's okay. It looks amazing.
It was really fun.
Such a fun quilt, yeah.
So then let's talk about
Should we talk about this one next? So we had, as Johnny mentioned, we had a few of our national educators who travel. They're from all over the US and Canada, and they travel and teach all over. And we asked a few of them to make some quilts for us. And this one is made by a gal named Amy Domke, who lives just outside of Portland, Oregon. And isn't it so fun? I love how it's just kind of that star peekabooing from the edge. She did this awesome straight line quilting. Really simple, but very graphic, and it really shows, like highlights the piecing.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's really great.
And her striped binding is so fun.
I love a stripy binding.
I know, me too.
Let's show this one next.
Yeah. Now this one is kind of special, extra special. We asked a gal named, one of our national educators, Barb Tatera, who lives in Arizona, to make this one. And you will notice as you start seeing ads and other promotions coming out for the Moxie, including that cute little intro video you saw at the beginning, feature this quilt. And you can see that it hasn't been trimmed and bound yet because we're still using it for photography. We load it and it just looks amazing. But Barb very much used the packaging, right? The box that the Moxie ships in as the inspiration for this one. And I absolutely love her ghost quilting down here at the bottom. You can see how she just used this flying geese triangle, and she actually used a lime green thread to stitch that out. The rest of it's done with like a white or a black thread, so it blends. But this quilt is just, it's just so much fun. We love it. And it'll be coming around to the shows too eventually so that everybody can see it. Our last quilt, Johnny, why don't you tell us about that last quilt over there?
So this was made by Gina Simbita. She's from California.
Yep.
And same thing, she took that flying geese inspiration. And I love the quilting she did on this. She did this kind of ghost checkerboard.
Mm-hmm. Well, and she even has the ghosted flying geese there. And once again, she used a really fun variegated thread in hers to draw attention to some of the quilting. So she used white and then the variegated to create some really fun play. And she did such a fun scrappy binding on this one too.
Yeah, all the colors.
All the colors. So it's always, Johnny, don't you always feel like it's so much fun to see a group of quilters? We were all given the exact same stack of fabric, right?
Right.
And the exact same picture to give us an idea and look at all the different options. There's actually a couple more quilts, but they're out being photographed for something else too right now.
They're on the road today.
They're on the road. So you can look for those in future shows or other ads or promotions for the Moxie.
Right.
So, Johnny, how can we get more information about the Moxie?
So if you want to test drive, check with your local dealer. We're shipping these out every day right now.
We are.
So check with your local dealer, see when they'll have one, and go take a test drive. If you want to see more, you can go to handiquilter.com/Moxie, I think.
I think so. There'll be a link with this video.
Right.
Absolutely, that'll take you to the product page. And we also have a really awesome feature on the Handi Quilter website that says locate a retailer. You can click on that, put your zip code in there, and find out who your closest retailer is.
Right.
Give them a call, set up a time, go in and give the Moxie a test drive.
Give it a test drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're thinking about a long arm, if you've had that in your mind, I saw a lady today quote there, on Facebook.
Yeah.
She's like, oh my gosh, my will is breaking. I mean, you guys are breaking me. It's, So if you've been thinking about this is a perfect opportunity.
Yep. It really is. It really is. This is a really fantastic machine. You're going to love it just as much as we do. Well, we want to say thanks for watching today. Remember to like this video, comment, subscribe to our channel, and be sure and come back next week to watch us again on the next Watch and Learn. And in the meantime, have fun quilting this week.